And
Yeah.
for some people like me, 10 times out of 10, you are not that clever. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens.
Anthony, you know how I love language, and I'm obsessed with language and its intricacies.
That's
and
the number one thing that I tell people about you.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
how
that's
you're
good.
recognized on the street. People would be
Language
like,
guy.
oh
Yeah.
my God, that's the guy who loves the intricacies of language.
It is true. I am known in certain circles, you know. Anyway, this is an article that was posted on our Discord by one of my favorite. I don't know. I'm not really ever sure how he sits with you, but it's Cahoots. It's Jeff Engelstein who posted this one.
You mean the person that you're in an illicit back alley deal with to put his stories on the show in exchange for free board games?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, you got it.
How do I feel about it?
One of my favorite contributors to our show.
I feel like I've made it pretty clear. For somebody who loves the intricacies of language.
Yeah, you're right. Fair point. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When I say the word recent, something happened recently.
Yeah.
What time frame are you expecting me to be talking about?
Oh man, that's a trap. That's a trap.
Sure.
I think it's contextual.
Sure. Okay.
If you say I went to the movies recently, I expect that to be probably within the last month.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're talking about something on like a political or governmental thing that happened recently, it could be within the last few years.
Okay.
Right.
What if we're in the science field and we're talking about journals that are citing or papers that are citing a recent study or
shit, dude. That shit's made up. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. As somebody who we've now been reading these journals and looking at these papers for the better part of a decade. I used to be so afraid when we were putting episodes out, coming from like the YouTube world and doing like a YouTube science news show. I used to be so afraid. I'd be like, if we put this episode out in 2 weeks, the story's old.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Not so with science. It turns out that if you are saying recently in an article or a study about anything in science, you could be citing something from 40 years ago. You could be like, oh, in the most recent experiment on this topic. Oh, you mean the one done in 1973?
Yes.
In Warsaw? You mean that one?
Well, this is what we're talking about this week because a pair of someones actually, decided to quantify this. This is a it's a recent study.
Okay.
Came out in December.
In 1874.
It was published in December of 2025.
Okay.
It was conducted in June of 2025.
Okay.
This was published in a pretty prestigious journal, the BMJ. This is the British medical journal. It's been around a long time, and it's very
not a recent journal.
I mean, it's a recent edition of this story.
Is this a pretty new journal, pretty recent journal? It's only been around for like 100 years.
Yeah. These are two fellas by the name of Alejandro Diaz Vidal and Jose R. Arribas, who posted this. And there's going to be a link to this journal article in our story. And I encourage folks, if you're curious, to read it because it's very fun. I have not had more fun reading a published journal article maybe ever.
Wow. And here's the thing. That's high praise because these things are super fun to read. Listen, like scientific journals, like a lot of people will tell you they're interesting, they're thought-provoking, but what nobody will tell you is that, boy, they're just a blast.
Wild ride. They're just a wild ride, start to finish.
Honestly, it's like watching a Michael Bay movie They're
Yeah.
exciting.
A recent one.
Yeah, they're exciting. They're hilarious. It's scientific journal articles are what they call a 4-quadrant article.
Sure.
That
Yeah.
means everybody can love them. Every part of the audience is going
Fun for the
to
whole
come
family.
in, and there's something for everyone.
Yeah. No, usually they're quite dry. This one is written very humorously, it has a lot of wit. It's delightful. The whole point is that it doesn't take itself seriously, which is wonderful. This is an analysis, a very scientific, very rigorous analysis of the word recent and recently in science journals over the last period of time. And but it is meant to sort of poke fun at the biomedical community in particular, because it's all focused on biomedical articles, and kind of highlight how this sort of imprecise language is a problem, but it's doing it in a very fun and kind of satirical way, I would say.
Okay.
Which is, I found it a very delight to read. Here's what they did, these two guys. And by the way, part of it is the junior writer is like, I did all the work, while the senior writer kind of oversaw. It's very funny. It's really wit, has a lot of wit in the writing. Anyway, so they picked 1,000 articles. They used PubMed to do a search for the word recent, and they took 1,000 articles. And again, in a humorous way, they're like, well, because it's a fun round number, and it makes it feel like a lot. So they're kind of poking fun at themselves, but it's 1,000, all of them in English. So, and again, both these guys are like, despite the fact that both of us are native Spanish speakers, we didn't use anything other than English. But they're articles that were published around the world.
Okay.
And they are not just over the last, few decades. It's kind of the most relevant ones were selected, regardless of when the article itself was published. So it's 1,000 articles from a variety of biomedical fields. In fact, I think there's something like over 30 biomedical fields. Radiology, cardiology, endocrinology, general surgery, there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
And they picked out the use of the word recent, and then cross-referenced the article that they were citing as being a recent study or a recent paper or a recent publication, whatever they said in the article, and then compared how close in time it was to the publication of the actual article it was cited in to determine what they meant by recent.
Okay.
So in this context, in a biomedical journal paper saying recent studies indicate, according to a recent, whatever, publication paper, whatever it was they were saying, what would you say is the median citation lag, is how they describe it, across all the fields? What would you say is the median citation lag for over 1,000? Now, these are just random grouping of 1,000 articles. So,
yeah,
it's not the definitive analysis, but I think it gives you a pretty good indication.
5 years.
Very close. 4 years.
Recent means within 4 years. Well, that's
the median. Yeah.
That's the median. So I guess my next question is, how long does the average scientific study take?
Well, that is an excellent question. They don't talk about that there.
Because
it may be recent when they started writing it, and it got less recent as they were writing it.
A recent study. No. I mean, because if these studies only happen, if the median for a scientific study is 4 years, I mean, I think once we get to sort of these multi-year studies, we're sort of getting into like longitudinal studies. I don't think the average study takes that long, but and that just maybe my mind thinking about all the studies that we've read and being like, oh, all these things, they only took like a month or two to do.
Yeah.
But if somebody's saying recently, well, if it takes like 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, something like that, for someone to do a study, write up the study, get the study published and reviewed, all that stuff. Well, then I guess it would seem recent, right? 4 years would seem recent because you're like, oh, you can only do these things so quickly.
I guess that's an interesting take. I did not think about that. It still feels like if I'm thinking recently, I mean, I guess in the broad spectrum of the medical field, 4 years is pretty recent. But I would. So it says the most frequent citation lag over the 1,000 samples. The most frequent, which is 159 of the 1,000, is 1 year. So that I feel like that's recent. Like in the last year or, a year ago, that's the most frequent. So, but again, of 1,000, the most frequent is only 159 of them, which is pretty wild. So what you're saying is recent means so many different things that the most frequent of them is only 159 of those.
That's crazy. And here's, I just looked up the definition of recent.
Right.
And one of the actual...
It's vague, right? It's vague.
One of the actual definitions, right? The first one is like of belonging to or occurring at a time immediately before the present, right? That makes sense.
All right.
Number 2 is modern or new, right?
Yeah.
Number 3, of relating to or being the Holocene epoch.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Of or pertaining to the present or existing epoch.
Which dictionary are you looking at?
Internet.
The OED, the Oxford English Dictionary.
This is Merriam-Webster says recent could be Holocene.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that
OED
wild?
says having happened or started only a short time ago. So, but short time ago is vague. I mean,
if you're talking in terms of epochs, the most recent epoch, this is what I'm talking about with like the sort of relative time of how long something takes. If you're expecting a study to take 4 years, then 4 years is pretty recent for a study.
Yeah. So, 159 publications. It was 1 year. Okay. 177 of the articles of the 1,000 had citation lags of 10 years or more.
Now, recent can't be 10 years.
26 of the articles had a lag of 20 years or more.
Yeah, recent can't be 20 years.
4 of the articles that said recent cited references that were at least 30 years old, and the maximum lag observed was 37 years.
Here's the thing. I was about to say that this is all too long, but then I thought about it, and in the course of humanity, smartphones are a recent invention.
Well, that's one of the things they point out in this article, which is very funny.
The internet is recent technology.
Yeah. Well, one of them is like they were saying something was recent and it occurred before the invention of the iPhone, which is like, that doesn't feel recent.
It doesn't feel recent. And yet,
I think would have been funny, and they did not do this, but it would have been really funny if they could have cross-referenced the age of the author of the article.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Older doctors are like, it was just yesterday.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think that would have been value. It's not in this article. They did do a lot of really interesting, I think, digging down on this data. I would love, who's
that recent guy that's in all the movies I like? Who's that guy that's very recent? The new guy that's He's the cool guy that everybody likes. What's his name? Elliot Gould.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Great.
What's the name of that guy? the funny guy. Recently he's very, very funny. Oh, it's Buster Keaton.
Oh, honey, we just they were talking about Hawaii. We just went to Hawaii recently. You went to Hawaii in 1988. Yeah, just recently.
That's a thing that I've heard. That's a thing that I've heard people say.
You guys gotta go. You gotta go. There's like a donut shop on the corner. We just went there recently. No, that doesn't.
You're going to love it. You're going to love. We stayed in such a small town. Such a small town. You got to go stay there. And then you look it up and it's like, oh my God, this is the city center.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Just recently.
It's so recent. Have you done that? Have you ever done that with a trip, with like a big trip where you're telling somebody about it and you're like, oh, we just went there a couple of years ago. And then you're like, oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You just want to have you so desire a point of connection. You're like, oh, we're going to Panama. Oh, Panama. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Or for me, it's
built
Japan.
a canal there.
I went to Japan.
Recently put a canal in.
Yeah. No, Japan is one where anybody brings up Japan. I'm like, oh yeah, I was an exchange student in Japan. Oh, you are? You were? Yeah. It's basically the same place as it was in 1991 or whenever it was I went.
It hasn't changed. What would have changed?
Yeah.
People ask me, they're like, they'll be going to New York and they're like, do you have any recommendations for New York? And I was like, no, it's that New York is dead. That New York is a ghost.
Yeah.
If you were to try to go to anywhere I recommended to you, because it's like, oh, you lived in New York. It's like, yeah, I also lived in a womb. I don't know anything about it. Like, don't worry. Things have changed. It's different now. Somebody was like, what's your favorite bar? I was like, it's closed. What's your favorite bar in New York? It does not exist, my guy.
Yeah. I can show you a picture
go and you find a cool bar and then you tell me. So the next time I go to New York, I'll know what a cool bar is.
Actually, I can't show you a picture of it because none of us had cameras. We weren't walking around with cameras in our pockets the whole time.
Oh. 1903?
Just tore my finger open. Ouch. Yeah. No, just before the cell phone. That's all.
Sure.
So
you weren't I'm sorry, this is a digression. You weren't a digital camera guy? You weren't a point and shoot film
I was
guy?
Briefly. I have compact flash cards still around that have photos on them. Yeah. But you still had to remember to bring it with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
Which, you're going to the bar, you're not bringing your camera.
Oh, I was the guy who was bringing his camera.
You were? See,
I was obnoxious.
I wish. I regret. There's like years of my life with no photos taken.
Oh, dude, there are years of my life with too many photos taken. We're on opposite ends of the problem right here. Here's what I had to explain to somebody who I was working with somebody who's late 20s, and people in their 20s are terrified of everything in their life being recorded.
Sure. Well, that's justifiably
you're
so.
Muted somehow. Try talking.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Oh. I think it's justifiably so that they're.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The people in their 20s are absolutely terrified that something embarrassing they do is going to be recorded because everything's recorded. We had no such fear.
Right.
And because who was going to see it? Who cared? And we would come home from the bar and there used to be a plugin for Facebook, a Facebook plugin that you could download and install. And we did. First of all, we allowed Facebook to install software on our computers.
Right. Sure.
Second of all, we didn't care. Second of all, this plugin recognized when you put a digital camera into your computer and would automatically upload all of the photos to your Facebook page.
Smart. And why wouldn't you want that?
We all did it. At one point, I had to go back through my Facebook profile and delete 150 photos a night from just, we go out to the bar and just be like shooting photos with our camera and just be like, whoa, we're at the bar. And it's the same 8 blurry photos of the same 8 blurry people doing the same 8 stupid things every night forever. It looks like purgatory. It looks like a very like low level circle of hell from the Inferno, where it's just like, oh, and you were forced to go to this bar and relive this same night over and over again. It's like, no, that was a choice. That was a choice.
That was the best part of being alive right then.
Yeah, and you looked foolish. It's like, yes, and we looked foolish. Yes. Okay. And you shared that willingly. Yes, we did. Drunk,
in fact,
I would come up.
I checked in at that place. I was the mayor of that bar.
That's right. I would check in on Foursquare, take 100 of the same drunk, stupid picture, go home. And even though I was drunk, the one thing that you would remember to do when you were drunk, even though you'd throw your keys out the window, you'd put your coat in the trash, you'd stumble to bed, but before you fell asleep, micro USB.
Got to upload them photos
into the white plastic iBook.
Yeah. Oh my God.
To humiliate yourself the next day. Because who was going to see it? 8 people. But I had to explain this to somebody. And when I explained this to the person who was in their 20s, they were terrified. And I was like, you were rightfully terrified. And I wish that you had been a time traveler. I wish that you'd come back and let me know not to upload the photos. You could have not told me about the giant state of the world, because here's the thing. That's too much responsibility. There's nothing I would have been able to do.
Sure.
But you could have told me, hey, man, you don't want to upload all that.
Yeah.
At some point, 10 years from now, you're going to have to go through and delete all that.
And also, all the AI has been trained on that now. So
that's right. So the AI has been trained on thousands of pictures of me making the after a shot face.
Yeah.
And if you put my name into any of the image generators, it defaults to.
Yeah, that's why we all have 6 fingers. Is because one of them is a shot glass in Anthony's hand.
When there were only 6 fingers on your hand, that's when the shot glass was ruining you. Listen, tell me about recency.
All right. So I got more fun quizzes. What would you, I know you don't know the list of all the different biomedical fields here.
Yeah.
But if you had,
I probably do.
If you had to guess.
All the biomedical fields, making Terminators, destroying Terminators with other Terminators,
cryo freeze,
making those spores that go into the air that turn people into zombies.
Yeah. No, you got them. You got them all. Which, so I think it is kind of, I would guess a little bit, comforting that the ones that have the smallest citation lag are ones you would expect: critical care, infectious disease, genetics, immunology, radiology. Those are the shortest citation lags.
Yeah, because we're trying to fix that stuff all the time. Keep people alive, keep people healthy.
Right. And I think that's the stuff that's changing most frequently. And so when you say recent and you're talking about, genetics, you're not going to be talking about a recent genetic study that happened 10 years ago, because it's just moving too fast.
If you're at dinner with my dad, he'll say, recently I got my 23andMe done, or recently I went to Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
And he could be talking about any time since he's owned a computer.
Fair enough.
So in that case, genetics could be anything from basically Watson and Crick on.
Well, so now I want you to guess what has the longest median lag. This is the median lag for these. There's 4 of them. No, excuse me. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, three of them. The median citation lag is 9 to 14 years. That's the median.
Geology.
Well, these are biomedical.
So these are biomedical.
Yeah.
Biomedical. Fucking giving people, no, because that's genetics. I was going to say,
I don't think you're going to be able to guess it.
I was going to say giving people wings.
The Red
'Cause
Bull?
we've been asking-
Red Bullology?
Well, because we've been asking for it.
It's true.
We've
We've been asking for it for 15 years.
We've been asking for it our whole lives. Everybody's been asking for it, and they're not doing anything about it. And I bet the last study on giving people wings, I mean, it's genetics, though. Biomedical, probably tinctures.
The tincture industry.
Yeah, the salves industry.
This recent study about mercury and its ingestibility.
That's right. There's probably they don't do as many studies as quickly about poultices.
Yeah, you nailed it. No, so the three longest citation lags are nephrology, which I had to look up, is kidney stuff.
Oh, I was going to say angels.
The
Nephilim. I've been playing a lot of magic.
Veterinary medicine.
Fuck you. Dogs' lives are so short.
I'm just saying
they're so short. All pets' lives are so short, and there are other animals that aren't pets, and their lives are so short. And we should be doing everything we can.
If you look at it though in dog years, it is the shortest lag. So that's good.
No, it's still too long. It's 7 times longer.
All right, here's the third one that surprised me. Dentistry.
That doesn't surprise me.
No?
No.
Recent dentist studies show
they think got everything figured out about teeth, dude. And here's what I'm going to tell you. I don't think it's true at all. They think they've got everything figured out about teeth, and every way to fix teeth is archaic and bad, right? Like you go in to get something done now on any part of your body, and they're like, we simply use lasers and red light and miracles. And then you go in to get anything done with your tooth, and it's like, we're getting out a scrapey to do a big scrape.
Here's a hammer to shatter your teeth.
Yeah, it's like what we have here is a tiny chisel that we use on the tooth, and it hurts and it's bad. And you're just like, what the fuck, man? How has this not changed in 1,000 years?
Yeah.
Oh, it did change because the drill's electric now.
I don't know,
Recently, we got electric drills. Recently.
I think the problem is that they've been using the same 9 out of 10 dentists.
That's right. And they all agree every time, so they don't get anything done.
That's right.
There's one dissenting dentist, one hero dentist.
I say nay.
They're like, boo to you.
I will not stand down. No, I will not be quiet.
We keep him on so the radical progressive dentistry field thinks that it has representation, but it does not.
I think it's fine to brush your teeth for 4 seconds. Fine, I say.
No. Well, that's wrong. Can I tell you, I was in a relationship with someone. First of all, humble brag, but I was in a relationship with somebody.
So you had to brush your teeth for your. This is
no, that wouldn't be a brag. That would be a drag. Brag or drag is our new rating
system
that we're doing.
Yeah. Brag or drag.
Brag or drag. Science.
Dentistry edition.
Yeah. Brushing your teeth. Brag or drag. Drag. Not having any cavities and getting a little toy for it.
Brag.
No, I was dating someone, and they would brush their teeth, and they'd be like, "Oh, I gotta brush my teeth before we leave," and I'd be like, "What the fuck, man?" I thought this was going to be a 4 or 5 minute ordeal. You got to brush, you got to floss, you got to do the whole thing. You got to gargle. They were in and out in like 20 seconds. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, that's too fast.
I was like, maybe it was just, oh, I'm just freshening up. Like I already brushed, and this is just like a freshening brush before we go out.
Yeah.
No, she had a dentist that told her, you only have to brush your teeth for as long as you sing happy birthday.
That's the 10th dentist. 9 out of 10 agree it has to be 2 minutes.
The
Happy
chaos dentist is
Yeah.
the 10th dentist.
That's the problem. Happy birthday, dentist.
This is the dentist that wants to see the world burn, dude.
Also, how can you sing a happy birthday and brush your teeth at the same time?
In your mind's eye. You do it
I'm
in the
not
eye of
brushing
your
my
mind.
teeth in my mind's eye.
No, you brush your teeth physically. You sing in
Oh.
your mind's eye. And you sing
All right,
happy
that
birthday. But you
makes no
sing
sense
it.
to me.
You sing it creepy, slowed down 800%.
It should be like, you know what? You only need to brush as long as it takes to sing American Pie.
That's right.
The full version.
Yeah. And do the entire instrumental breakdown in your head. Hey, is there another song that's as famous as American Pie that drags on for that long?
For being long? Yeah, just for being long. I mean, so.
American Pie is also famous for being good, but we all agree that it's very, very long.
Yeah.
Is there another song that's like that, like a pop song?
Nothing comes to mind.
I always feel like Piano Man is 3.5 minutes longer than I think it is.
No, that's a short song.
Piano Man is not a short song.
It's repetitive, but it's not long.
Wait, I gotta look at Piano Man's like 7.5 minutes if it's a day.
What about Stairway to Heaven?
Oh, Stairway. Yeah, I guess Stairway. Yeah, I'm trying to think about like I'm in my mind. I'm immediately like, well, is Stairway to Heaven as popular and famous as American Pie? And yeah, it is.
Yes, absolutely,
it absolutely is.
Probably
right?
among the most, highest rated rock and roll songs of all time. Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah. Hold on, Piano Man's got to be 8.5 minutes.
It absolutely is not.
Okay, Piano Man is 5 minutes and 40 seconds, which is too long for the song Piano Man. I think we can agree that the song Piano Man has no business being 5 minutes and 40 seconds long.
I happen to like that song.
I like that song. That's a 3.5 minute song.
There's he does a song called The Entertainer, which is always felt to me like the follow up to Piano Man.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this line in that where he says, you got to cut it down to 3:05.
Yeah, because probably somebody looked at him in the studio when he was doing Piano Man and was like, dude, that's too long for Piano Man. And he took it as like the whole industry needs every song to be 3 minutes so it could be on the radio. No, dude, we just need Piano Man to not be 6 minutes long.
Just that one, buddy.
You've already talked about Davey, who's still in the Navy. Like, you've got nothing else to say about him. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up, bud. What's another long song? I mean, here's one that was only a blip.
In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida? What about In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida?
But for me, and I think for a certain members of like the MTV music video like generation.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. November Rain, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like these songs that have movements in them,
They're little symphonic suites, really.
Yeah.
Because November Rain is like a rock ballad that all of a sudden in the middle turns into like a battle hymn.
Yeah.
Like it's like dun 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 dun.
It's so good.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God.
Dun, dun,
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so good. But also
the video is like, the video was like crazy.
So
he was trying to tell stories and use CG, and there was like
he leaps off a battleship at one point. No, the thing I remember about the November Rain video is that kiss. You remember the kiss at the wedding?
Yeah, right before the dude slides across the table at the wedding and destroys the cake because of the rain. The rain ruined the wedding. The November rain.
Yeah. No, but the kiss, I remember even watching it as a little kid. Like, he goes in tongue out. Like Axl goes in, his tongue is outside of his mouth as he makes the approach to the kiss.
Do you know what I think this is? Here's what I'm going to tell you. This was Axl Rose, the front man of Guns N' Roses. I believe the woman he was marrying at the wedding, it was a supermodel. I want to say it was, I don't remember which one it was.
He was dating her at the time.
It was like Jane Seymour or something. Like, what was her name?
That sounds right. Jane Seymour, isn't she Dr.
Quinn?
Dr. Quinn?
The medicine woman?
Yeah.
Maybe.
don't think she was a supermodel.
It was some supermodel, and it felt to me like that shot of him going in for the kiss felt to me like I am the most famous Stephanie Seymour.
Yeah.
It felt to me like I am the most famous rock and roll man right now.
Yeah.
I have hired the hottest lady to be my wife in this video.
That's right.
Watch, she has to let me kiss her like this because I am the famous rock and roll man who's paying for this. And
that's exactly right.
It was just so creep-tastic.
Watch me stick my tongue actually into her throat in slow motion, I believe. I think it was. But
now, here's what I'm going to tell you about November Rain.
Kid. Recent.
November Rain, recent song. This is a recent song. It is 3 minutes longer than Piano Man.
Yeah, thank you. Piano Man's short by comparison.
Now, Piano Man, compared to Happy Birthday, very long. You don't want to, if you brush your teeth for the entire length of a Piano Man, you're going to get rid of the enamel.
That's right.
You're going to brush the enamel right off your teeth.
That's exactly what happened to Davey, who is still in the Navy. You know?
Probably will be for life. How long is Moving Out?
Oh, yeah. Well, what about Scenes in an Italian Restaurant is probably longer than both of them. Or Goodnight Saigon. That's a long one. I mean, I know all the Billy Joels. We could do a whole podcast on Billy Joel's.
Welcome to our Billy Joel fan cast. As a Jewish guy, I'm required by law to have every Billy Joel song memorized. Billy Joel, not Jewish.
No.
We've just accepted him. We've just decided Billy Joel is ours.
I think he's pretty Catholic, right? Isn't he? Or is he? I think he is Jewish. No. I just watched the Billy Joel documentary, and his grandfather or dad or something was like literally in the Holocaust.
Yeah, but was he raised Jewish?
I think he was.
Was he really?
Yes. I think he's actually Jewish.
Billy Joel is Jewish.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'm pretty sure he's in that Adam Sandler song about people you don't expect to be Jewish.
Now, I will say there is an article on the Jewish Chronicle, which my grandfather read religiously, that says that's called "Just How Jewish Is Billy Joel Really?" How Jewish is Billy Joel really? I love that. Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. So it makes sense that we've Scenes from an Italian Restaurant is 7 minutes 36 seconds. It's a minute and a half faster than a November Rain.
Wow, November Rain longer than Scenes from an Italian Restaurant.
November Rain longer than Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Just like Billy Joel being Jewish.
Goodnight Saigon is 7:03.
Okay. So
we'll all go down together.
So that's 30 minutes faster than Scenes from an Italian, or 30 seconds faster than Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. Recent. That song is more recent. Any song that's faster, we're now calling scientifically more recent.
This is awesome. I just did a Google of the longest Billy Joel song.
Yeah.
And you know what AI responded with?
Oh, God.
The longest time. Whoa, the longest time.
Oh, my God.
Thanks, AI. You've solved my problem.
You have to get the extension to turn that off. You have to stop looking at that. You cannot let that pop up. Listen to me. Hey, everybody, put that TikTok song behind me where it's like, and I'm doing an inspirational thing.
Yeah.
You have to get the extension that removes AI from your search results. You have to install it right now. You have to stop reading the AI generated answers to questions. You have to stop reading them, because even if you read them as a joke, your brain is taking them in. Your brain is taking them in.
In AI's defense, I did ask for the longest time Billy Joel song.
Well, that's just the longest time, Jeff. That's just the song The Longest Time. You said Billy Joel song and then the title of a Billy Joel song.
What's the perfect Billy Joel song to play when I'm moving out?
Vienna.
Yeah, obviously.
Depending on how emotional it is, Vienna.
All
Jeff,
right. I have a couple more things I want to tell you about this recency study that we've.
Yeah.
So the most commonly used terms over the 1,000 articles: recent study. That makes sense. I feel like we use that in our descriptions for episodes all the time, recent study. But in our defense, usually means within the last 6 months or so.
Sure.
Recent study, recent report, recent review, recent evidence. Okay, those were the ones that were most commonly used. And the ones that had the shortest lag. The shortest lag were recent study, recent report, recent review, recent evidence. The longest lags were when they used the terms recent publication, recent article, recent trial, recent guidelines.
Those all seem like things that should have more recent.
I know. Recent guidelines is the longest?
Yeah, recent article. Recent article feels like it should be pretty... Like when you say recent article and that's the thing that's the least recent, that's problems. Articles...
Yeah.
Articles are supposed to be like...
Yeah. Oh, I think I read it backwards. Recent publication, recent article, recent trial, recent guidelines, recent paper, shortest. Sorry,
Okay.
I read those backwards. Longest are recent literature, recent investigation, recent discovery is the oldest.
Oh, recent discovery. Yeah, recent literature sounds like a cop-out.
Yeah.
The phrase recent literature does absolutely sound like a cop-out. It's like, oh, that's like when you say that when you're in a discussion, a debate with a friend, and you're like, well, I read something about it. You know, I read something about it the other day. No, you didn't.
I know. I was just reading that. I read that book recently. Oh yeah,
I read something. Yeah, I read something about that. Did you read something about that, or did you see a TikTok about it 3 months ago?
Yeah, totally.
Because guess what? You're a liar now. Hey, you're a liar.
Yeah, but recent discovery feels very bad that's the longest lag. But I guess discoveries don't happen that often.
Recent discovery, I imagine somebody literally running through the door, you know, with like papers in their hand. It's just like, you know, at the third act of a movie, it's just like, no, I figured out how we're going to avert the asteroid. Like that's a recent discovery.
Yeah.
Recent discovery is like, you know, the most recent discovery in my field says, and it's like, what's your field? Dentistry. Oh, okay. So 1638.
Yeah. Yeah.
We recently discovered that you can drill into a tooth. And we love it. And we're never going to change that.
We're going to use our hand cranking drill and get it right in there.
We're never going to... Is there a better way to do it? We don't care.
Yeah. Here's the other bit of information that they point to that I think is encouraging. That the citation lag had a gradual decrease over time. So articles that were published before the year 2000 tended to cite older references as recent, with median lags of 6 to 8 years. So if it was a before 2000 article, the median lag was 6 to 8 years. And that lag progressively shortened in more recent decades, reaching a median of 2.5 years for articles published between 2020 and 2025. So either stuff is changing quicker or we're just getting better at it. They humorously point out that if that trend continues by the year 2030, recently will mean just last week.
Good.
And that they say there will be a point at which the event horizon is that recently will now mean in the future.
Feels like it sometimes. I'm not talking about scientific publication. I'm talking about like maybe just culture in general.
Yeah.
It does feel like that, where it's like, oh, I saw this new thing. And it's like, that's not new. That's 17 hours old.
It says
that's a video that we've all seen 8 times already.
It says extrapolating the curve by 2035, recent may refer to studies published just days earlier, a triumph of immediacy. At this rate, the concept of recent might soon collapse under the weight of its own acceleration.
I don't know, man. Sounds like to me, there's a lot of lollygaggers that need to catch up. You're talking about like, oh, well, look at how recent the most recent stuff is when they're talking about recent. No.
Yeah.
Let's go back to dentistry, bro. Let's go right back to dentistry.
Dentistry, man. Catch up. Dentistry.
Hey, this going back to something that's not important.
Billy Joel.
Yeah. So, do you know what I've never bought about the Billy Joel thing?
What?
They're like early photos of Billy Joel where like he's trying to be a tough guy. Have you ever seen like the early stuff of Billy Joel where he's like trying to be tough rock and roll man?
Yeah.
Like here's Billy Joel with a switchblade and a leather jacket.
It says Billy Joel Jewish underneath.
Yeah, it says Billy Joel Jewish. and like all Jewish people, I can confirm as a good Jewish boy, we do have switchblades and leather jackets. 100%. This is what we do. And we use like Billy Joel, we use those switchblades to clean under our nails, which is what Billy Joel is doing.
He's looking up at toward the camera, cleaning his nails with a switchblade in a 1950s leather jacket. And the caption is Billy Joel M-Jewish. That is the entire.
That's what it is. This is the photo that proves that Billy Joel is Jewish. Can I also say that's a brand new leather jacket?
It is brand new. That's never been worn. Yeah.
That's a never been worn leather jacket.
The costume designer for this photo shoot was like, hey, wear this.
That's the sheen of a brand new leather jacket. But I will say the reason why we are so confused about Billy Joel's Judaism is he apparently was non-practicing and was baptized at the age of 11.
Yeah.
And has like a lot of Catholic upbringing as well.
Come on, Virginia, don't make me wait.
Yeah.
Catholic girl star much too late.
That's a cool guy who's saying that.
It's so cool.
That's a cool guy who wore a leather jacket and killed people with a switchblade.
Can I tell you the craziest thing I learned?
Uptown Girl.
The craziest thing I learned about Billy Joel during that 2-part Billy Joel documentary that's actually quite excellent.
Yeah.
This blew my friggin' mind. I have been a Billy Joel fan for many, many years.
Sure.
Consider myself a massive Billy Joel fan. Like, as you can tell.
Do you own a switchblade if you're such a big Billy Joel fan?
All right. Hoisted on my own petard. But here's a bit of Billy Joel information.
Yeah. Is it recent?
It was recent to me. In the 70s,
yeah, he
started his band, and he's had the same band basically his entire career. So every single album, same dudes playing, saxophone and guitar, and all. He's on the piano, but he's had the same dudes. His saxophonist is named Joey Canada, spelled the same.
2 N's, 1 T, famously.
2 N's, 1 T. Shocked. Like how the number of years I had liner notes and.
Is this an uncle? Is this somebody you could call?
Dude, has to be a relative of some kind. Also, they show him in the documentary and he looks like my cousin.
They show him in the documentary and it's just Jeff in a leather jacket with a switchblade. He looks like tough, evil Jeff. It's just Jeff in a jacket with a switchblade cleaning his nails as the entire Billy Joel band does.
Yeah,
this is a Billy Joel episode. We turned this into a Billy Joel episode.
Anyway, to sum up this recency study,
yeah,
they basically, their summation, the main takeaway here is they say recent joins a proud tradition of vague qualifiers, just ahead of emerging evidence, growing body of literature. Some studies suggest currently novel.
Go off, Kings. Go off, Kings.
Yeah. They say they're more often used to signal innovation than to accurately reflect timing. The trend aligns with broader patterns in scientific writing, where the use of positive and emphatic language has increased steadily over recent decades, and that they create self-reinforcing networks of authority that allow outdated claims to persist through repeated referencing.
Yeah, dude, this is the stuff that we are talking about all the time on the show. This is the stuff where we're just like, you can't use vague terminology. The whole point of science is no vague terminology.
Right.
The whole point of this is of experimentation and data is no, you gotta drill down into it like a tooth. Like a tooth that's never been given anything newer than a drill.
That's right.
And you've got to say something that means something that is quantifiable and qualifiable.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy to me that even in the most rigorous scientific journals on topics that are of the utmost importance to human, health, that recent basically means nothing. It is a vague term that could mean anywhere from 1 year to 37 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
How late is too late for Catholic girls, William? William, how late is too late for Catholic girls to get started? That's not a scientifically valid song.
No.
You can't say that Davy will probably be in the Navy for his life. There's no data there.
You don't know?
You don't know. You've done no research,
That's
William.
supposition at best.
At best, William. Axl Rose would never do that.
As we've learned, Billy Joel, our greatest biomedical scientist.
That's right.
Has a lot of learning to do still,
Don't we all? Don't we all, Jeff? Have a lot. And what is a lot? And what is recent? The answer is we don't know.
We'll never know.
The answer is we'll never know.
Yeah.
But you can discuss such heady philosophical topics and whether what musicians you think should pose with a switchblade and a leather jacket for street cred.
Axl Rose, maybe?
Axl Rose, he definitely posed with a switchblade and a leather jacket. Yeah. That's like all he did.
That dude wore like football pads on stage, didn't he? Or like a umpire's outfit or some shit.
We can't get into this right now. But we can get into it over on the Discord.
That's where you should go. And hey, if you want to be part of that Discord, it's an exclusive club of people who find enough value in what we're doing here to give a little value back via the Patreon. Patreon.com/wehaveconcerns. For only $1 a month, you get access to that Discord. Little extra scratch, get you a little extra content. We got those early, those talks that start the show.
That's right.
You can have those every week. It's like an extra bit of content for you to enjoy. All you got to do is sign up at patreon.com/wehaveconcerns.